Hello. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I am Beetle, and I will be the librarian today. I will be the librarian helping you select and choose some books, because you come here to find some books you may like and enjoy reading. Am I right? Okay, good. So you just relax, everything's going to be fine. And I'm going to be using a soft-spoken voice because we're in a library after all. If it's okay for you, I just want to check my notebook, because I believe you actually scheduled an appointment. I know, we're a somewhat special type of library. Most libraries don't do like appointments, but we do. So if you just excuse me for a minute, I'll just check if you have a library appointment today. Okay, here is my book and a pen box, and I'm just going to bring my pen forward. And then, okay, so, okay, I just have to see if I can find you on the list here. So just excuse me for a minute. Yeah, okay, I found you. Okay, there you are. That's your name, isn't it? Right. And okay, and your age is okay. Yeah. And you've been to this library before? You have? Okay. And are there any types of specific categories within books you like science fiction, fantasy, horror, thrillers, anything, or perhaps more something a little more realistic, like history or just life stories, biographies? Okay, good. I'm just going to write up what you told me, so just keep calm, and we'll get to the book part very soon. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, I think that should be okay then. It's time to help you select your books for today. So you're of course free to browse on your own too. But first I just want to do a few recommendations. So yeah, this appointment thing is kind of an experiment all library is doing. We're trying to do something completely new, to interact even more with our customers. So that's why we started doing appointments. I know, not normal for a library, but we want to try something new. Okay, I'm just going to bring up the first book. I brought forward 4 books, which you may enjoy, I hope. But I'll just show them to you, and you can decide for yourself whether they are your thing or not. So the first book we have, the first book we have is The Tales of Beetle the Bard, and it's sort of an accompanying book to the Harry Potter universe. This is the Norwegian edition, because we do take in a few translated versions of various books here, but if you need the English edition, which you most likely do, I will get to that too easily. So this is just as an example. So this is The Tales of Beetle the Bard, and this is essentially a tale of it's 5 various fairy tales from the Harry Potter world. Essentially the types of fairy tales which are told to magical children all over the Harry Potter world. And this book actually also includes the story of the Deathly Hallows. The story of the Deathly Hallows is included in this book. If you're not familiar with the Harry Potter universe, the story of the Deathly Hallows is the story of 3 brothers who essentially try to cheat death but only the third brother is successful. And each brother is associated with a powerful magical object. You'll have to read the story yourself for the details. So yeah. And of course, the story of the Deadly Hallows inspires the title of both the final Harry Potter book and the two final Harry Potter movies. Harry Potter and the Deadly Hallows for the book, and for the films, Harry Potter and the Deadly Hallows Part 1 and Harry Potter and the Deadly Hallows Part 2. Now I'm just going to check what the book's up to quality and standard. It's also something we do here, so I'm just going to bring out a pen and I'm going to tap on the book a little. I know what may be a little weird, but it's how we sort of check what the books are still of quality and still alright. Okay, and I'm back. And yeah. So, okay. So I'm just going to tap on the book now. So you just relax. I'm not going to do this too long. So, like this. Okay, so yeah, the book is still of quality. So if you want to read this book, or if you want to read the original Harry Potter stories, you just say so and we'll find the books from you and deliver them straight to your home, or just or you can just get them here actually and borrow them here if you wish. So this is a very special book. It's called 1814, The Year of Miracles. It's again the Norwegian edition, but I'll get to the English edition if you wish. And some of you, and you may wonder, or at least some of our customers may wonder what this book is about, what's so special about the year 1814. Well, if you're very interested in various countries' history, and you also are interested in Norwegian history, I'd advise this book, you know. So the year of 1814 is essentially a very historic and important year in Norwegian history. So this is a history book. So if you're into history, this is an example of a history book. There are other history books we can get to too, both from the same era and from different areas, if you wish. So, so 1814, the year of miracles. Long story short, due to the Napoleonic Wars, Norway and Denmark got caught up in the losing side, and Denmark had to give Norway to Sweden. However, Norway saw an opportunity, seized the moment, and declared their own constitution, and essentially attempted to become fully independent. They did not accept just being given to Sweden. They now wanted independence. So yeah, so they declared their own constitution, and this was signed, at least officially, on the 17th of May 1814, and that's why Norwegians today celebrate Constitution Day on the 17th of May. So a very historic year in Norwegian history. Now it would take to 1905 before Norway, it would take to 1905 before Norway got full independence and the union with Sweden was dissolved, but this was an important step in that direction. So yeah, again, let's check the quality of the book, shall we? So, yeah, if you're not a Norwegian and you're interested in history, you're more likely to be familiar with the year which came after this, 1815, because 1815 was the year in which Napoleon lost at Waterloo and the Napoleonic Wars ended. But in Norwegian history, 1814 is super important. So yeah. But if you want to read about other stuff in history, be it like stuff from Victorian London, Second World War, the First World War, or maybe the 1920s, or perhaps a much, much earlier area like the medieval ages, or the very brutal 30 Years' War during the 17th century. You know, just say so and we'll find you books from those eras. So... okay. So yeah, lots of history available if you want to read it. But if you want other books from the early 19th century area, we have that too. So I'm going to be honest with you guys now. I've never actually read this book, but it is actually a relatively known and popular book with people who have read it. This is a book from the author Stephen Lovehead, and it's called The Legend of Atlantis. Once again, I have the Norwegian edition here. As you probably can tell, I am from Norway, so because of that, I brought in some special Norwegian edition books, but again, we can easily get to the English edition, so don't worry. I'm just using these books as examples right now. So this is The Legend of Atlantis, the first book in that series, and it's essentially about, as the book title says, the Legend of Atlantis. You have to read the book for details, but if you want to read a sort of medieval, ancient type of fiction story based on a real-world legend, I'd advise this book, you know, The Legend of Atlantis. Yeah, and you can see the back side of it. So yeah. The final book I'm going to show you as an example today is this, and this time I have the English edition, Allegiant. And for those of you who wonder, Allegiant is the final and third book in the Divergent series. Don't worry, if you haven't read the first two books and you want to read the first two books, we'll get to you those two very easily. We have them here. So you can see here on the back side you have, if you can maybe, you can see Divergent and Insurgent, and those are the two first books in the series. Allegiant is the final book, and it's essentially the thrilling conclusion of the science fiction Divergent series. And Divergent is a book series I love. It's set to a future science fiction dystopia. So just after the Hunger Games book series came, the Divergent book series came, and this Divergent series came around the time when dystopian literature were all the rage. It came around the same time as two other dystopian book series, The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner, and I believe all of these series have been filmatized. So, the Divergent book series also have films made based upon it. Anyway, So it's set into a far future dystopian society where people are divided into factions, and the main character essentially finds out she fits into more than one faction, and that proves to be dangerous because it turns out the people in power do not like people who are essentially what's called divergent, but they fit into more than one faction. So yeah, so she has to try to hide that she's a divergent, essentially. If you want the details, you should read the book series for yourself. I definitely recommend it. It's a great series. Okay, I can just open the pages for you, yeah. So you can just see how it is written. I just want to demonstrate that this book is really easy to just page turn. The pages are very easy to turn, so it's not a hassle or a hazard to turn the pages. It's easy, you can see. So I hope I was able to help you today. If there is any specific books you're looking for, we can probably easily help you. And if there are books from genres I didn't mention here now in my examples, we can find those types of books too. You can find anything you want there, really. This was just four, to be honest, completely random examples, just to show that we have a variety of stuff. So anyway, I'll leave you to browse for yourself. Hope I was able to help you. Wish you a great day, and when you found the book you're looking for, check in at the counter, and yeah, check in, and you can just borrow it, Just borrow it, So yeah, and have fun reading and enjoy your day. Enjoy your week and your day.